action here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 40.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He was still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Cowboys 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
To
Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide... Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going
that?
to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Sam. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Packers 20, Cowboys 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 20, Cowboys 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's got some space here.
Well, that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
33.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Under that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on, don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Number 33.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Rodgers. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Well, the second down throw on target. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
The kickoff for Dallas.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Back 55, back 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Get 300, get 300. You can get it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
44-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 24-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1 yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next. On the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now Rodgers.
1st down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Packers 38, Cowboys 20. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
Brings up second.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and in there defensively to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
24 is the mark. Let's go, D.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
3 down. 24.
They'll set up a throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Packers 45, Cowboys 27. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 28.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Pick up on the play. First down, Packers.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
For Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.